Oh,
Just start recording.
just record. We'll just
What?
chop the...
You can't hear us.
What?
Don't edit us out.
I don't get it.
Do
Do we have
oh,
a
thumbs up.
Oh, with thumbs up. All right.
Hi, and welcome to Australian Gamers Saturday Night Podcast. I'm Yug.
And I'm Matt.
Tonight we'll be talking about upcoming game releases in Australia,
We're talking about the Nintendo DS Music Player being announced.
PlayStation 3 queues and eBay sales,
And we'll have a few special guests.
well, and the fact that we're actually live from eGames Entertainment Expo. We have, for the first time in any podcast ever, we have an audience.
We actually have an audience for the podcast.
We have a
We're actually doing
live
it
studio audience. How good is
At
that?
eGames.
At eGames. We managed to...
Which is why it's not a Friday night.
we have to deal with heckling. Sorry,
We'll
I
have
can't
to
hear
deal
you.
with
You don't have a
heckling.
microphone, do
We'll
you?
have to
You don't
deal
have a microphone.
Normally we try to get all the idiots on the podcast, but this
Right.
time we've got them in the audience instead.
All right.
No, you guys. No, you guys are
You guys
great.
are fine.
You guys are him. I meant him, that guy.
Oh, okay, we can't point. Like, this is an audio podcast.
I'm
This is
aware
go-
of that. I
This
correct
is,
you on that all the
for all you
time.
sitting there, this does go up on the website, AustralianGamer.com.
Yes.
That's
That's
where you
fine.
listen to it. There's
Yeah.
a plug. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about stuff. This is like just rambling. This is half an hour of just...
Yeah, this is just it.
So this is it.
So the first thing we wanted to talk about is
Upcoming Australian
releases. Now, there's been a release, an announcement of the release of Guitar Hero 2 wireless controller on the 24th of January.
I didn't actually... Is that new? Is that new?
It's sort of new in that there's a PAL release, an actual price and release, and it's $79.95, which isn't too bad considering the actual.
That's the
controller.
wireless controller. Interesting fact, with Guitar Hero 2, are they playing it over there? Yeah, they are. You can't actually use a non-official Guitar Hero controller, which I didn't know. So, if you buy Guitar Hero 2, they're listening over there. If you buy Guitar Hero 2, you can't use a non-official Guitar Hero controller.
And
Is that
it's
true?
very, very rude.
Do you want to come up here and take the microphone and explain why?
Come up and explain why.
The official guy standing by the Guitar Hero 2 is saying no.
The corporate
Unfortunately.
shield doesn't have a response.
All right. But anyway, yeah, that's coming out, the wireless controller, which is pretty cool. What
The
else?
other thing that really interests me is Lost Planet. I haven't played that many games on the 360 that really blew my mind.
That's
and
because you
Lost
don't
Planet
have
was
a
one of them.
360, but Lost
That is
Planet
a
on
factor,
360.
admittedly.
It what?
That is a factor.
Yeah, it is.
Not
Lost
having
Planet
one
seemed
and
cool.
not playing
We all got the demo during E3. That was good.
Yeah,
It was good. It
that
looks good. And it's coming out.
Actually seemed really polished. I was surprised it took so long.
Yeah.
But
What? Yeah, okay.
No,
yeah.
it seemed like it was at a really good stage of development for,
Yeah, no,
early code.
it was fun. It was good.
It
I
was
liked
fun.
it.
And the
That's
other one
coming out on
is-
the 12th of January. And
The other one is
one,
Okami on the 14th of February, which
Okami, which is that weird dog game,
is
right?
the weird dog game I
Okay.
made you draw in a comic and
Yes.
you hated me.
I did.
Yeah,
I still hate you, for what it's worth. But keep
not
going.
for that, but anyway. No, Okami on the 14th of February, which is a pity because it's been out in Japan for about a year and a half, and it's been out in the US for about
Okay,
6
but
months.
Australia gets the short end of every
I
single
know,
stick
it's just,
anyway.
it's just
We're
such a
Australia.
good example of
We get
Australia's suffering.
shafted with pretty much any game that is innovative or isn't some massive...
I know, if it's not the latest version
mega
of a
sales
Madden game,
rating
it doesn't come out here.
Some obscure title which is critically acclaimed over in Japan will get released in the States maybe a year after it actually comes out. It'll be released here 5 years after it comes, or just something stupid and ridiculous. And those, I mean, I know we're only 2.5% of the market or whatever, but that...
Yeah, no, it is insulting, and it doesn't seem to be any reason for it. I mean, the same game came out in England. I believe it's available in PAL in England.
Yeah.
But why isn't it available here? Why does it take so long to bring it here?
It's too
Just
far
put
to ship.
someone-
You have to fly a long way.
Put
so.
some on a boat.
A boat.
A pigeon.
A pigeon.
Tie some onto a pigeon.
How many?
12.
12.
I worked
That's
it out.
one
A
strong
pigeon can carry
man.
12
You
copies of
worked it out.
Okami.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we're going to move on to other bit of news. Is the Nintendo DS MP3 player.
Music
Is that
player,
right?
yeah.
Music player.
Yeah, what it is it's an add-on. We talked a while ago about the possibility of Nintendo doing or the probability at the time that came up at E3 of Nintendo making the DS into a
Music player.
no, not a music
browser,
player,
web browser.
PDA.
PDA.
Yeah, and I was very enthusiastic about that because they were going to basically use the Game Boy Advance port that's already on them.
Right.
Attaching an SD card reader to that and letting you use that as a PDA. Now, what they've done is something very similar to that, but the SD card is storing music and the thing that you're playing.
I've actually lost interest just in general. But keep going.
What?
To everyone else.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you're supporting me on this.
Yep.
No, it's interesting to me because I play music on the PSP.
Actually, no, you do. You actually use
I
the
use
PSP,
the PSP as
the
my
other
MP3
functionalities of the PSP.
It's-
I thought the other functionalities of the PSP are the games, but hey, that's just me.
I also play games on it, but at work I'm not allowed to sit there and play games, but I am allowed to sit there and listen to music.
Okay.
And it's a very big iPod. Yeah, come on.
iPod. Well,
Well,
okay.
iPods go. It's a pretty big one.
Just quickly, because you're boring.